Bill Caplan, sorry I had to hunt you down, but you are one of my favorite people ever. And there's something I know all the years of boxing. I'm going to blow your mind right now because you've never seen anything like this, especially WBC. We're going to walk and talk, Mr. Bill Caplan. I think you're the greatest PR ever. He's like, if you say so.
What a nice present.
All right, so let's walk in.
Okay.
I want to introduce you to Live on the Green Carpet. And we wanted to pay respect because this is a big heavyweight fight of two great ginormous characters. So we have a ginormous belt.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing?
Very impressive.
Yeah, and so but this is the best part about it. Let's walk this way.
Okay.
I know, you've been with the WBC, or excuse me, you're familiar with the WBC for years, but have you ever seen the very first belt of the WBC awarded?
I don't think so.
I stumped you, and I love it. Nope, you stopped in your walk. You're like, no. But let's look at this. This is the very first belt, and you can touch it.
Yes,
Bill can touch it. It's velvet, green and black. Emil Griffith was the very first one to win this belt.
He was.
Yeah, and so only 10 of them were made in every weight class, and it got passed down to the next winner. They never got to keep it.
I like the green belt better.
Well, it is green still.
Oh, is that green?
Yeah, that's green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but now I'm thinking I want to stump you again. Before the belt, before 1963, do you know what they awarded before they gave out belts?
I don't.
A little trophy with a globe.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. I kind of started.
Which one do you recognize the most? When you first got into boxing.
Was this the one that Leonard got?
Mm-hmm. The
Tyson?
This is Adidas. So I don't know if you've ever noticed the Adidas logos on there because they were sponsored. And then the Tyson belt with Joe Louis and Muhammad Ali. Do you remember when that fight? Where were you at? You were probably there. What do you remember when you watched this fight?
Well, this is Tyson fighting who?
This one is. Which one is this one?
Tyson fighting who?
I can't remember. We were talking about it yesterday.
I don't know. I don't know who was fighting in that picture.
So I can't tell you if I was
can't
at that
tell me.
fight or not.
Okay, even this one for Leonard. What do you remember? Yeah, this one. We said it yesterday. I cannot remember the name.
What I remember about Leonard is I think he's the best all-around fighter since Sugar Ray Robinson.
Okay.
It's Burbick?
There's Trevor Burbick.
That's it. I was like, it's something. I'm not better. I was like, something. But do you remember that? Okay, so now you know who he fought. Do you? Where were you? What were you doing? And what were your thoughts when he won?
I was never a big fan of Tyson. I always admired his skills, but not his character.
Okay.
This fight over here with Manny Pacquiao,
Mm-hmm.
I worked all of Manny Pacquiao's fights. I worked on those. And he's absolutely amazing. There's not a Filipino in the world that if you say the name Manny Pacquiao, they just light up like a Christmas tree.
It's very true.
Every Filipino in the world is a Manny Pacquiao fan.
Yep. Yes, I am.
Triple G.
Yep. And this is when Jose Suleiman is on the belt. So you see the evolution. It's Joe Louis and Muhammad Ali still, and now Jose is on here.
Yeah.
What do you
this is
remember
nice.
about Gennady?
Uh,
And do you remember the difference? See, look at the differences. It has globes, and then the man is different, and the flag. This one, there's no face, and that's like the logo, and even the font is different, and even this is more curved, and this is flat.
they're all beautiful.
Isn't it? Now this is the new belt. There's a couple differences. They added the Ukraine flag.
Oh.
Yeah, and the Kazakhstan flag, because we have some great elite fighters or champions that deserve the belt.
Absolutely. There's no contest. Of all the sanctioning bodies, WBC is heads and above, not only larger than, with more members than, but the best operated sanctioning body in the world ever. And Mauricio is standing on his father's shoulders and is even taking it further to a further level than his father brought it to. I first met Mauricio when he was 9 years old. I took him to Disneyland.
Disneyland, really?
Yeah, I did.
Aw. How was that? Did you guys, when he's 9 years old and he's born into a boxing family, do you
Yeah.
guys talk about boxing, or you guys just, what did you guys talk about at that time?
He was learning at that age to do what he's doing now. And an absolutely superb job. As I say, Mauricio, you've even carried your job further than your father. And I know your father's looking down from heaven. Is very proud.
Oh my God, you're making me a tear. So, Bill, when you look at all of this, because this is the first of its kind, no one has seen this in one line. I mean, WBC people have, but casual fans, media, you haven't seen it. When you look at this, this is the history of the WBC, 57 years. Talk about this moment right now. When you look at this, it's like memory.
Well,
lane.
this is the biggest fight of the year so far. I mean, we're just in February, but this is the biggest fight of the year. And what's kind of nice is there's only one sanctioning body that's involved. I'm kind of happy to see that.
Well, whoever's going to win this is also going to get the ring title. Two of the best. And you know what? I always ask you, what do you think of this fight? I mean, everyone's asking. I have it 50-50. I can't call it. Do you still see it 50-50, or do you think you have a clear winner in this one?
I think the champion is going to retain his title.
Do you think he's going to be able to knock out Tyson again, or do you think he can Wilder win on points?
Either way.
Well, good. I'm happy that you're able to come see it, but I had to show you this green carpet, and
Beautiful.
thank you.
It's a beautiful display.
It was a team effort. It went from one idea, and it expanded into this idea, and hopefully we're going to be able to do it for every WBC big fight for every weight class.
Good idea. Good idea.
Well, I know. Thank you so much. You want to go take a?
My friends Nancy and Pepe
I know.
are here to bring the thing to its all-time highest heights.
Oh.
I want to tell you, Bill, you know who's back in business?
Ooh.
Boxing techniques. No, wait. Video techniques. Video techniques.
Oh, is that right? Sure, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
They're going to a streaming service.
Good.
They own all them, 18 of the Muhammad Ali.
I worked for them when George Foreman was champion. Barry Bernstein and Hank Schwartz
Yeah.
ran it then. That's interesting.
Last name of the man, but Tom something, and we're excited to see what the WBC will be doing with them
Nice.
very soon. And is there a message that you can send to the boxing fans about this fight and how important it is to boxing?
Well, you have a fight that's virtually an even money fight. That means it's a really good match. And if I was a fan in Des Moines, Iowa, I wouldn't miss it.
Wow, see, even then. And also to round this up, out of your entire career, what is your favorite fight that to this day is your favorite fight?
I'm going to tell you, I've worked with almost every fighter for the last 50-something years, every fighter you could name. And I'm telling you the two fighters that I'm absolutely the proudest of, and that would be Oscar De La Hoya and George Foreman. Not only because of their great skills and their accomplishments, but because they have both given millions of dollars to worthy causes. And they were doing it when no other athlete was doing it. I'm proud of them.
Thank you, Bill. This was a great interview, and I knew I was gonna get some good stuff out of you, but I knew I was gonna stump you. Remember, on the boxing history.
Sure.
But thank you for coming to join us. I know you're gonna go enjoy your tea and enjoy the rest of fight week, and I'm gonna find out. We're gonna find out if your prediction is true, because you're the only one that's actually said that to me.
Yeah.
He's like,
I actually
stand by
don't.
it.
I actually don't have any doubt.
Yeah?
I really don't.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I might go to the sports book and place a bet.
You know what? I was just asking what are the odds today, and no one knows yet. But I want to see it and maybe put, like, I don't know, some money down, something. Anything can happen. It's boxing.
You can afford whatever.
No. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. And make sure you take a picture in front of the big belt. And you know, this is the very first time actually, you know, since there are two co-promotions, Fox and ESPN are on there, are on the belt.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so see, watch, look at this. Careful. Ooh, jeez. See? And there. Uncle Bill. Oh, Mauricio, you, if you were,
Can I get a picture of you and Mauricio here, please?
if you
Oh,
were
please.
here, what he said about you. 9 years old, he took you to Disneyland. Disneyland. Oops.
And we had a good time.
Yeah.
He bought popcorn and funnel cake.
Ooh. So nothing's changed then, but it's
Yeah.
What
Disneyland.
ride did you get on, Mauricio?
Huh?
What ride did you get on first?
Everything.
You did?
But the Wonder, how do you call that? Wonderland?
His brother Ferdy.
¿Cómo se llama? It's a small world.
Oh, it's Small World.
Fernando and me.
That's right. And we had a good time. But when he wanted to ride on the thrill rides like the mountain and everything,
You can go.
you go. That's too much for me.
Be careful there with the gloves. Well, thank you, Bill. Okay. Thanks, guys. You guys got a great history lesson from the one and only Bill Caplan. He just told you, I mean, I stumped him and I told him, and he knows everything about boxing, but that was incredible. So you guys, if you don't know him, look into him and read about him because he's one of the greats in boxing. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys.